Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition Modded. We're here with Artorius Taurinus, and he is super happy. I know he doesn't look like he's smiling right now, but trust me, he's smiling on the inside. We're out here above the market stall, enjoying this beautiful, beautiful morning. And why are we having such a good morning this morning, and why is this morning so beautiful? Well, because today is tax day. That's right. We're going to pay our taxes. But that's not the real reason. The real reason we're so happy is last night we had a date. That's right. We went on a date with Gorza and we had a wonderful time. And I want to tell you about it. So I'm just going to read to you from my journal. Last night was amazing. Gorza and I set off in the early evening for a lovely and quiet stroll out the front gate of Markarth and down the path towards our meeting place. We stopped several times along the way to admire the beauty that surrounds us and to talk about some interesting subjects. We spoke at great length about smithing and different ways and techniques that we could probably use to increase our skill, but we also had some time to discuss more personal things. We were both nervous, but it seems like the beauty in the rock formations and the waterfalls that surround Markarth served to put us both at ease and to make us feel a little more comfortable on this first outing together. Gorza really enjoyed the pendant that I gave her, the one that I found while I was down in the Schuenzel, and when I gave it to her, she insisted on putting it on right away. This was something I hadn't expected since I didn't know exactly how orcs felt about jewelry and things like that, but I was really happy that she enjoyed it. We also spent a little bit of time on the bridge looking over the waterfall just outside of Markarth. After we talked for a while at the bridge, we headed on up to our picnic site. We stopped just before we got there, and Gorza expressed to me just how excited that she was, and that no one had ever done anything like this for her ever before. She even recounted in her past experience as an Imperial blacksmith times that she had to fight over a meal. She was a little bit apprehensive when I tried to push her chair in, and she got a little bit huffy, but things soon settled down afterwards, and we settled in for some more conversation over our lovely candlelit meal, and we talked, and we talked, and we talked. Gorza commented several times on how she was not expecting such a lovely meal, but I admitted to her straight away that I hadn't cooked the food, and that it was actually our housecarl that had done the preparations. That's right, Argus did a great job, and Gorza was very impressed. As the evening grew on, and the plates grew thinner, and the wine bottles got emptier and emptier, things started to really heat up, and we got a little bit feisty. After a few moments, Gorza wanted to show me about her stance that she used for unarmed combat, and she gave me quite a few pointers. After a couple more bottles of wine, we found ourselves back near the pond, where we enjoyed a quiet dip, talking and enjoying each other's company while we swam in the cool water and enjoyed our rest of our evening together. After that, we dried off and got dressed, and I lit my lantern. We headed back up towards Markarth, again stopping several times along the way to discuss all manner of different things. We were really enjoying our time together. We even had a chance to stop off, and I had introduced Gorza to Maximus. They really got along great. On the way back into Markarth, we stopped again and enjoyed some of the lovely features of the city. And after that, we met at the front of the Understone Keep where Gorza lives. We talked and we talked and we talked some more. And then finally, we said goodnight. And I can't wait to see her again. Alright guys, well I hope you guys enjoyed that journal entry. And like I said before, we've got a lot of other stuff to take care of today. One of the things that we have to take care of today, while I'm still in the journal here, I'm gonna switch over to the ledger, and I'm just gonna talk real quick about the fact that today is the 30th of Heartfire, and we said that on the 30th, which is the last day of Heartfire, we're going to pay our taxes. So right now we have a total coin of 330,000. And 25 septums. We have 30 East Empire notes at a value of about 150,000 septums. We have Merchant Guild notes. We have 50 Merchant Guild notes at 50,000. Each of those is worth 1,000. And we have 7 gold bullion, which is worth 35,000. That gives us a total of 565,025 septums. Now, we are ready now to pay off Skaggy for our time that we spent at the left-hand mine. And the way I calculated that was I went back to the time that we left when we moved into the house, and I looked at my last ledger entry, and I took half of the value of whatever profits that we had at that time. And that's right, 50% of what we had at the time came out to 61,020 septums, and that is what we will be paying to Mr. Skaggy to buy out our half of the left-hand mine smithery. Alright, also for this month I owe for the employment of 2 armed guards. One of them is our housecarl Argis, and the other one is Vorstag, who has more than earned his monthly payment of 500 septums. That's going to be 1,000. So our total expenses that we need to pay out right now is 62,020 septums. Now I haven't paid that yet, but I'm going to pay that today, both of these, and I'm going to pay taxes on the remainder because I think these should be tax deductible. All right. So our pre-tax total after these expenses is 503,005 septums. And the tax rate that we came up with for Markarth after some negotiating with the steward was 36%. Now, some of you might think that that's quite high, but we also are in quite a high tax bracket because of our gross income. And so that was how that came out. So our total taxes due today are 181,082 septums. And we're going to go pay that in just a second, and that will leave us with an end of month total profit left over for this month and since our time in Skyrim of 321,923 septums. I don't know about you guys, but I think that is pretty good. So I'm going to get up here, and I'm going to head into the house there. I'm going to grab a bunch of coin, and then I will be right back when we're ready to go pay these people. All right, I'll see you in just a minute. All right, guys, we're back, and I have taken out of our account here, out of our safe, 244,000 roughly. Honestly, counting the money is quite difficult. It's arduous kind of task.
When did you get going?
Not just yet, but just hold tight. I'm gonna pay you here soon. And then, so yeah, it's a little bit arduous to count out the money. So I just grabbed a roughly similar amount. So the first thing that we're going to do is walk very slowly over here. And we're going to say hi to Mr. Argis. Good day.
What do you need, my Thane?
What do I need? I don't need anything, but you're going to be very happy because I'm just about to pay you. So I'm just going to store his gold in this cupboard right here. And we'll put in 500 for his payment for this month. And I'll show you how arduous this is to count out. The very first click is 1, and the very first second click with the mouse is 700. So I'll go ahead and count this out, and I'll be right back. All right, so there's 500, and there you go. Have a nice day, Argus, and thank you very much for your services. All right, so now I think what we'll do is Vorstag spends the majority of his time over here in the common area. So let me find a place that I can store his gold. I think I'll put it in this cabinet right over here. This is a perfect little cabinet to store Argus's. Excuse me, Vorstag's payments. What am I saying? I already paid Argus. All right. Oh, look, he already has 3 septums. Well, we're going to add 500 to that. And there we go. 500 septums for Vorstag. And that'll take care of his monthly allotment. Now, I'm going to take a very slow walk out the front door of Markarth, and we're going to go visit Skagi over at the left-hand mine. When we get over there, I'll be right back. So, I'm stopped along the way here. I just thought I would stop for just a second and say hi to Koznak. Now, some of you may be asking, Artorius, how come you didn't allot 500 septums for Koznak? Well, Koznak and I had a little bit of a conversation earlier, and I was asking him, how exactly did he come upon such finery as those ridiculous clothes that he's wearing? And he told me that he had borrowed a little bit of the money, to spruce himself up, and that he'd spend a little of it drinking over at the tavern in his off hours. So we came to an agreement that for this month, I think he's good to go. So he's going to have to he actually owes me. Okay, so he's going to have to pay me back through some extra time there at the market stall. So enough of that. We're on our way over to the left-hand mine. I'll be right back. Good day to you. Hello, Skagi. How are you? As we discussed, I am going to go ahead and put some money in here for you, and we should be all done. And by the way, I'm thinking of taking my banner back with me because it's the only banner that I have that's like that. Do you have any problems with that?
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you again, too. So I'm going to take that. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to take that as an affirmative. So let me go ahead and get into this chest right here. And I think this is where we're going to put our payout, which I believe, if I remember correctly, was 61,000 and some odd septums. I'll double check before we're finished and make sure. Well, let me go ahead and arduously try to count this out. 61,000. Alright, so I'm just taking 400 back out, and that should leave us, we'll have 61,020, and let me just double check the journal. Left hand buyout, 61,020 septums. There we go. We're all good. You have a wonderful day, Mr. Skagi.
Good to see you.
It's great to see you too. I'll see you later, okay?
Until next time.
Until next time. Alright, guys. So, last stopping place, we have to head to the Understone Keep, and that is where we will deposit our tax payment. And I will see you when we get back to the Understone Keep. Alright guys, we're back, and I just finished with my conversation with Rarik here, which is the steward to the Jarl. And he told me that the taxes here, the tax collection here in Markarth is a pretty informal process. He said all I need to do...
An alchemist, Never could get the hang of that.
Well, if you just keep trying, you'll get better and better. So he said just head down here and then head to the right into the Jarl's quarters. And I should find on the table a tax collection box, and I can just leave my my taxes, my tax deposit there, and we should be all square. So let's see. I've never been in here before. Wow, this is a pretty nice place. So let's see. Table with a box. Ah, okay, up here, I see. Aha! Monies and money bags everywhere. Is this the right place? Tax collection box. There it is. All right. So let me just check my notes one last time and double check. So our total taxes due is 181,082 coins. So let me go ahead and stick that in the box. And there we go, 181,082. Let me just double check that that's the right number, and then we'll head on out. Alright guys, I double checked and that was the right number, and I'm super happy that we're done with our taxes. So now, what do we do with the money that's left over? I'd like to take a look at my journal again here, and if you see on my to-do list, I've gone around and I've looked at all the different places that are for sale here in Markarth. Endon's house, Ogmund's house, Arnleif and Sons Trading, the Hag's Cure, the Silverblood Inn. We're going to buy that. We're going to buy that just to piss off the Silverbloods. And also, there's a Temple of Dibella, which I've never entered since I've been here, and it is for sale also. So I think a good goal for us will be to try to purchase everything. So I'm going to buy a couple of those things off camera in between episodes. But before we go, there is one more thing, since we're over here in the Understone Keep, that I'm going to go and check out. That's because Calselmo told me when I was telling him about our adventures in the Neuschwanzell, he mentioned that he had some models for sale in the Dwemer Museum. And I haven't even ever been in the Dwemer Museum, so I thought it might be a good time to go check that out.
What can I do for you?
And I just noticed also that they have a couple of those guys here as well, statues of the Dwemer roly ball thingies. I really don't know what they're called, but yeah. So let's go ahead and head over to the Dwemer Museum. All right, guys, here we are. We're inside the museum, and let's see. This stuff looks familiar. We've got some dwarven dining ware over here, and then over here on this side. See, this is the cool thing about having gone into Neuschwanzell, is that we have seen some of these things already before. And let's see. He told me that there were some models on display. Oh yeah, I see. So they have one of those creepy big brass guys over there. And oh yeah, look at that. So we also have our very own collection of Dwemer material that looks very similar to this one. I tell you, I hope this place is secured. But anyway, let's see. What do we have over here? Looks like we have a couple of models. There's the... Okay, so this is... It looks like the Dwemer sphere model. And it also looks like they have a model of this guy as well. I'm not sure what those are called. But yes, what museum would be complete without a gift shop? So I believe that right over here in this area, he said just keep to the right and you will find the kits for sale. So let's head in here, and that area, let's see, is this the area that we're supposed to be in? Oh no, that's a locked area. So maybe it's just this over here. Oh yeah, okay, so model kits, model kit payments. Okay, so let's see what they have. Alright, it looks like they have one Dwarven Centurion model kit. See all the pieces there. And then they have a Dwarven Sphere model kit. And they have another Dwarven Sphere model kit. Okay, and it's only 100 septims. That's great. So I think what we'll do is, I don't want to take the last one that they have of the Centurion kit, but they have two of the spheres, so I'm going to go ahead and take one of those. And if you're wondering what's up with the model kit, I just thought, you know, I've been having a lot of free time lately. Kosnak's been doing a great job at the market stall. The market stall's been doing really well. I'm keeping that in stock. Every once in a while, I'll go over and put in an order for stuff from Moth, which is Gorza's brother, that lives over in the Understone Keep. So there's our 100 septums. We're all paid up. And let me just double check. We have our model kit. And there it is. Dwemer Sphere model kit. So yeah, I'm going to spend some time in my leisure putting together this kit. I think that would be really interesting. I've also been reading some of the books about the Dwemer that I borrowed from Calcelmo. And I really find all of the information very fascinating. Their technology, their style of crafting, the way that they work the dwarven metal, it's very, very interesting. Oh, goodness gracious. I remember those guys. Looks like that one's a static model. Let's just hope it stays that way. But yeah, so, and we've got a lot of parts and things ourselves. I wonder if we could do anything with all the parts that we have. But anyway, so I'll probably head on back and work on this model. And I'll do that on my own time. As a matter of fact, I really do want to spend a little bit more time here in the museum. So I'll go ahead and say, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys had a great time hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed the little journal entry about the date with Gorza. And I hope that you also enjoyed watching me spend thousands and thousands and thousands of septums today on paying everybody the money that I owe them and paying our taxes. So let's call it there. I am Artorius Taurinus, Thane of the Reach and the Blacksmith. I'm see you later, guys, and we'll see you later.